Goodall, FightHype.com. I'm here with the multi-division world champion, Danny Garcia, who makes his ring return at the Barclays Center for the 10th time. But this one's special because you're going to be the head promoter of the whole
Right.
thing. So, let me just ask you right away, man. It's titled Farewell to Brooklyn. So, I mean, tell me the
Yeah.
whole theme. Tell me, the whole how
Right.
this all come together.
Yeah, I just mainly me being a promoter, it was always a dream of mine to promote my own fight. And like I said before, just ending my career with a win, my hand raised. That's the most important thing for me.
I know you're a Philly fighter, Philly born, but just it almost feels like you have this relationship. It should be a rivalry, but with New York. Like when you think
Yeah.
about New York, what do you think about as the city and everything you've accomplished there?
Nah, you never lied. It's like Eagles versus Giants, it's like a rivalry. So I don't know. A lot of people think I'm from New York. Like a lot of people who really just they think I'm from New York because of the Barclays Center.
Hmm.
So it was just like I said, it was love at first sight, instant marriage, and I love the people in New York.
Yeah. You
I
know,
love
uh,
every
a huge trendsetter because like you have the most, I believe, fights out at the Barclays Center, and
right,
and you've kind of opened it. You kind of like made that whole boxing scene there a
right,
big thing. So, I mean, your opponent is a Queens fighter, Daniel Gonzalez. I mean,
right.
how did that fight materialize, and what do you think about him?
It was just a list of guys that I went through, and I feel like he's a guy who's been around for a while.
Hmm.
He got some skills for sure, so I got to be ready and just giving him the opportunity, to showcase his skills and give him opportunity.
When you look at this fight, right? I know there's not a title, there's not a big known name,
Right,
but it's an opportunity to set the stage as the promoter and the
right,
fighter. So,
right.
I mean, when you look at this, I mean, do you view this similar to like a world championship fight or a big known name fight because you're kind of setting the stage and having to worry about the logistics and fighting?
For sure. To me, this is a big fight. It's the Danny Garcia show coming back to Brooklyn, promoting his own fight and going out with a bang. So I think, every time, no matter who I fought in Brooklyn, to me was always a big fight.
Hmm.
So to me, this is big for me, and I think this is big for all my fans.
When you were promoting all these fighters you've been doing for a while, out in Philly and here and there, you've had Corman Moulton here and some other up and coming fighters coming up. But did that itch kind of get back when you were promoting, or were you always planning to still fight? Because like I guess the mindset was, do I continue doing this or and just ride off in the sunset, or what made you, I guess, kind of make
Yeah.
that switch?
So number one, um, me just the way my last fight ended, definitely didn't want to end my career going out like that. That's a sad way to end the legacy of Danny Garcia, even though it was a world championship fight and I was trying to be great, but you know, and then I just going out with a win and these shows I was doing, like you said, those small shows I was doing, putting on those other fights. And I'm thinking like, how can I go bigger? How can I make this bigger? And then one day I was like, shit, me. Let's do my own fight. The Danny Garcia farewell. So
Hmm.
that's pretty much how that went. I just thinking about how could I make a statement?
Hmm.
And there's no better way of making a statement of promoting your own self, your own fight at the legendary Barclays Center.
Absolutely. And you've hinted with the title, I'm assuming it says farewell to Brooklyn, but that's just Brooklyn. It didn't say farewell Vegas, it didn't say
Right.
farewell Saudi, it didn't say farewell California. So is there a potential, or is this it? Is this the
I'm
one that
going
you're
into this. I am going into this like it's my last fight.
Mhm.
So that's my mindset. This could be it all. And the only reason why I say that is because once a fighter speaks retirement, he's already retired.
Yeah.
So I'm still a fighter. My mind's still in the game. And I'm just excited to be promoting my fight at the Barclays, my farewell in
Mhm.
Brooklyn.
Does it feel different because you have that 1 foot in, 1 foot out mentality? Does it change how you train? Does it
I know,
change?
I mean, it's definitely exciting, but I feel like as soon as I get hit in sparring, I'm going right to fighter mode. That should wake you up quick. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
once you start sparring and you start, my first day of sparring is next week. So once I start sparring, that'll get you in a fighter mode quick.
Hmm.
Trust me.
Is the ultimate goal, part of this, not just to get the win, but to take your promotional company to another level. And this is just that extra step to build towards your ultimate goal as being one of the top promoters.
Absolutely. I feel like once I prove myself on this show, it'll be a lot easier for me to sign bigger names. Um, and you never know who's watching. Like I said, boxing's all about timing.
Hmm.
And I build my stable strong enough. One of these networks are gonna need me and my fighters.
Absolutely. For the longest time when I was covering boxing, even just before I even was covering boxing, I mean, you were just kind of the guy where everyone from, Puerto Rico, right? After the Cotto and the Trinidad, everybody was about Danny Garcia,
Right.
and also Philly. You had the two huge crowds, and in that sense, so I do want to know, like, who do you see is the future of Philly and Puerto Rican boxing? Not together, but just if you can name, I guess, separate entities of the
Yeah.
two.
Well, right now it's looking like I mean you got Cool Boy Steph,
Hmm.
Stephen Fulton. You mean like younger guys or like
Just,
guys in
just,
the mix?
just in general, because
Yeah.
your name still holds.
Yeah, for sure. So I would think Philly right now, Stephen Fulton and Boots Ennis.
Mhm.
Those are definitely the guys from Philly for sure, 100%. Both of them are world champions, very talented, hardworking fighters. Um, and Puerto Rico, I would say you got Xander Zayas. They're trying to build him up as the next Puerto Rican star.
Mhm.
And then you got some other guys like Matias and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And I just think it comes down to personality. That's it. Whoever shows the most fan friendly personality and whichever ones stick with the fans is going to be the ones who go to that mainstream level.
Thurman's going to be fighting in the division you're in, Fundora.
Yeah,
He gets those belts. Is it insane to ask for that rematch that is always debated on?
man, that's crazy. And we fight a week apart, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll come back for
You think
that.
he can do it? You think?
I think he's better than the guy Fundora got knocked out to. I'll tell you that much.
Hmm.
And Thurman got a punch, and he
Yeah.
got tricky footwork. He's not a slouch.
Yeah.
No, he's not a slouch. I know they probably picking him because he's a former world champion and trying to build this guy's resume up. But listen, Thurman's not a slouch. He got that punch, and if Thurman shows any glimpse of me, the way he fought me, Porter, or those guys, I think he has a shot for sure. But
Oh.
Fundora is a tough for anybody, to be honest. Anybody. It's just how do you even train for him? That's the, you know what I mean? So, you know, let's see. It's definitely interesting.
Awesome, Danny. I really appreciate the time. And for everyone, I believe the tickets, you can go out there
Yeah, it's
for
already on Ticketmaster. It just went live today.
for October 18th at the Barclays Center. It's going to be a great night of boxing. You're going to have a great undercard, and it's going to be really exciting. So, what do you want to tell the fight fans out there right before I let you go?
Oh, just support me. You know, it's farewell to Brooklyn. You know, all the hard work I've been through in my life. And this is just for my fans. So go out there, support. It's gonna be a great night.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Danny.